7 Lessons from Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. Robert Kiyosaki has written this book called as Rich Dad, Poor Dad, which has been an international bestseller for many years. It is considered as the best financial book for personal management of finance. Let's learn 7 lessons, 7 important lessons from this book, which will enhance your financial freedom and make you independent regarding your financial decisions. First, learn financial education. Financial education is never been taught in your academic arena. Today, it's more relevant to teach financial education in academic system. What does it mean? It means to study what is budgeting, what is asset, what is liability, etc. This is known as personal financing. This is the need of the hour to provide today's generation with this important piece of education. Next, what is the main difference between a rich and a poor? There are 3 important criteria on which we can judge. First is needs, investment, and wants. First, let me define what are these. Needs are the things which you cannot avoid at any cost, like food, clothing, your daily needs. Second is wants. Wants are the things which we want for ourselves. It may or may not be very much essential for you to have it right now. And lastly, it's the investment. Investments are the financial decisions which you take so as to multiply or save your money. For a rich, needs comes first, or many a times investment comes first. In this book, Robert says that you should take your financial investment decisions on the first day of your salary. Needs and investment should go hand in hand. Wants should be given the last place. That means whenever a person gets his or her salary, he or she should first invest in the needs, which are most important and essential to keep his or her family alive. Second is investment. Investment means the things which will help you create more money for your future financial security. And lastly, you have to focus, if money is remaining with you, on wants. Regarding wants, I can give you an example. Suppose you have a phone, a mobile phone of around 50k. But the company has launched a new mobile phone which is around 1 lakh cost. You look at it and you feel sudden urge to buy it. Even though your phone is working perfectly fine, you will feel that I should buy that phone. This is one. For the poor, but let me first clear you, this poor doesn't mean it's the beggars. This poor is something else. I will let you know, or I will teach you in the next slide itself. For the poor, wants comes first because he or she wants to show off, wants to let the people know that he or she is earning money. That is why he or she will be investing more money on wants, like buying new phone, new electronic gadget, anything, clothing, anything. Next comes the needs, because it is indispensable thing. You cannot go away with needs. And lastly, he or she keeps the investment, if he or she has some money with him remaining. Let me give an example. This is a very simple diagram defining the difference between rich and the poor. You must be aware of the clothing style of Mark Zuckerberg and Steve Jobs. They are very much pronounced in this section, even though have multi-millionaire status, they live very simply. In fact, they have same color clothes in their wardrobe so that they can focus on many productive things rather than wasting their time in getting to know or choosing which clothes he or she should wear on the day. On the other side, poor, just to keep himself or herself motivated, or just to let the people know that he or she is earning, buys popular gadgets, popular electronic products, or facial products, or clothings, just to keep the people looking at him or her. Regarding this, there is a quote by Emma Watson, fabulous actress. She says, wearing unbranded and cheap clothes doesn't mean you are poor. Remember, you have a family to feed, not a community to impress. This is a very, very famous quote by Emma Watson. Next, third is change yourself. The problem with current generation is they want to achieve many things, but they don't want to change themselves. Like I have seen, and you must also have seen, many people wanting to earn more money, getting international recognition or public recognition or social recognition, but they have so filthy daily routine that they are like most other common people. By change yourself, Robert says, first change your mindset according to the goal which you want to achieve. If you want to read or you have to excel in your academic arena, you have to study hard. For that, you must do whatever it takes. Similarly, he gives another example of business person also. So first, change yourself, change your mindset, change your outlook. Fourth, always keep account of money. This is the very great advice considering the today's generation which has a knack of paying digitally. Me considering myself, I cannot keep a track of my money while paying digitally. You must also be aware of such things. So always keep an account of the money which you are spending. You should always know by the end of the day that how much money you have spent today or how much money you have saved today. You should always have a balance sheet ready with you. This will keep you motivated and also financially updated. Fifth, there is a very small defining line between a profession and a business. Look at her. She's a doctor. She may have her own business, have her own clinic, her own hospital. That will be a business. But if she is working under some doctor, then that will be called as a profession. Similarly, if you are an IT engineer and you have your own startup, then it is a business. And if you are under someone or some company, then you are under a profession. Another example is like this. People think that a laborer's job like plumber, electrician are a profession. Rather, it is a business. If the person who is a electrician or a plumber, he works for himself and his family. That is a business. On the other hand, a person going to office daily working 9 to 5 or more than that is a profession. A businessman always thinks of his business, but the professional person always thinks of his family and his own self. Next, second last is the mind is an asset. In today's time, we focus more on academic things rather than learning new skills. Mind is an asset means you can train your mind, you can let it read, let it gain, let it learn some new knowledge, some new skills, some new information. And you can use that information, use that skill, use that knowledge for your own benefit. I have seen many people using the coronavirus lockdown time very productivity. Learning new skills like baking, making, painting. They are learning yoga, meditation, other things online. And now they are one step ahead of us, at least for me. Lastly, you should always have a distinction between a specialist and a generalist. A specialist is a master of only one thing, one or two things. But a generalist knows something about everything. A specialist has a very defining role in the society, but a generalist may or may not have such a role. For example, a doctor may always remain a doctor and will never venture out into something else. But a journalist can be a painter, can be a doctor, can be a lawyer, can be anything. So try to be a journalist. You should have a special quality with you, but always try to be a journalist. With that, you will always be learning new skills. Lastly, this is the book of which we are talking about, Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. You must read it at least once in your lifetime. It will be a life-changing experience. I can vouch for that. Meet you in the next video. Till then, bye.